welcome back to a new video. Today I am going to be discussing my Lolita experiences in Japan. I think we can just get right into it. So as you know, I was in exchange for 5 months in Nagoya, Japan. During that time, I wore Lolita fashion on multiple occasions, about once a week, sometimes a bit more. And I got to wear it all over Japan in the major cities that I visited. And I have listed couple of quite many highlights of my exchange, how I felt wearing Lolita fashion in Japan. I have been to Japan 2 times before, but I haven't really worn Lolita fashion. I never took the put in the effort to kind of pick a coordinate and put it in my luggage and traveling on the other side of the globe for the fashion or to wear the fashion there. But now, because I was spending there 5 months, I thought that okay, I have such a long time, I still want to keep in touch with Lolita fashion. It's part of my life really, so I wanted to take a couple of dresses with me. The overall experience when comparing bigger cities like Nagoya, Osaka and Tokyo, I feel like in Nagoya I got the most attention, but that wasn't only in while wearing Lolita fashion, but also as a foreigner, because Nagoya isn't that touristy place. Before COVID, I feel like the welcome in Tokyo was a bit more colder, but this time I got a lot of nice comments and nice kind of encounters with the local people in Tokyo. Especially if you go to Harajuku, you are not that special or of course there are a lot of normies there, but there are also different styles represented, so you're not standing out as much. Osaka, I only wore Lolita fashion one day there, and I didn't get as many encounters or nice situations where I got to speak with locals, but I did visit the Lolita shops, and those were really nice experiences, I feel like. During my exchange, I actually got a couple of local people just in a random situation telling me oh, your outfit is so cute. And also I like to kind of take count of how many kawaii comments I got from passerbys, and it was around 20 every time. Actually, I have now experienced a real life bloodbath. And I think it's worth sharing the experience how it was. So basically it was the release of Happy Garland, and I knew that it's going to be popular, and I wanted the mint colorway, and well, spoiler alert, I got the mint colorway, but it wasn't that simple as that you would go to the store and just buy it. But because there was line, we all lined up and we got a number, just a number, the first in line got number 1, and second one got second, and or number 2, and the third one got number 3, and so on and so forth. And then afterwards they kind of arrange these kind of time slots, and then with random number generator they chose which numbers can come and buy at this time slot, and yeah, and I was lucky enough that I got into the 3rd time slot. I think the mint colorway was very popular, and they did sell almost all of them during the day. During that bloodbath, I actually made a local friend, and now I have a Japanese Lolita friend. We did hang out afterwards, or we were talking a bit in Japanese during the during our like waiting time, or like when we were waiting for our turn to go to the store, and we exchanged our like social media tags and everything. And then like a couple of weeks later we went to a museum and a park together just to hang out and talk a bit and like that kind of things. So it was really nice, and like I am really like, it was happy memories. I really am really grateful for her to have kind of like had the like courage to talk to me and everything. And yeah, I actually got to meet Misako Aoki, which was like, I don't know, kind of like a dream come true, kinda, because like Misako Aoki is such a like Lolita fashion, in Lolita fashion circles she is like the like kind of like idol. So I got to meet her, and I actually bought this because the situation or the place, the event where I got to meet her was oh my gosh, the brand name just like, I lost the brand name. Emily Temple, yeah, that was the brand, and they had like a pop-up store in Nagoya the other day, and I went there and they were like offering to take a picture with Misako Aoki if you bought something, and like I bought this shirt that I can wear in like with my normal clothes but also with Lolita fashion. So yeah, I really liked this one, and it's nice shade of mint, kind of like a muted mint, but it doesn't really bother me that much. But yeah, I got this one, and then I got the photo with Misako Aoki, which was really nice. I also went to have afternoon tea with my friends. It was a Christmas theme because Christmas was coming up, and like it was really fancy. It was like all you can drink tea, and then or all you can drink drinks basically. You could choose tea or I think there was like smoothies and some juice and something. But yeah, anyway, and a lot of like beautifully decorated and like aesthetic pastries and sweets and everything. It was really nice experience overall. And the other one was Hilton Hotel, kind of like a themed buffet, cake buffet kind of thing. The one that I went to was strawberry themed. It was strawberry masquerade, and like there was a lot of people there, and it was quite expensive too. I feel. Or, well, okay, it was buffet, so you could eat as much as you wanted. Yeah, it was full of like girls and women like going crazy about strawberries and yeah, but it was really delicious, and I highly recommend going there. I think the theme of the cake buffet kind of like changes every month or 2 months or something, so I think they have all the time something going on. But yeah, I think those were like the highlights from Nagoya. But then I have a couple of stories from Tokyo, which was also like quite interesting in its own way. But basically, I hanged around in Akihabara, and then of course like Shibuya, Shinjuku, Harajuku areas, and I also visited Nippori Fabric Town, which was like something that I had been looking forward a lot. We went with my husband to Harajuku. We visited La Forêt and Q-Pot. Q-Pot was like, it was okay. It wasn't as nice as I had kind of like thought it would be. Overall, the reservation and everything went really nice. We just walked into the cafe and asked if there was free slots for the day, and they said like that, like a time and when we could come, and we could just like go to our table. The pastries were nice, and yeah, like I feel like there are nicer places in Japan, of course, but still, like as an experience, I do recommend visiting Q-Pot, because the like decor are really like cute and aesthetic. So in that sense, I do recommend visiting there if you get the chance. La Forêt, we went to the floor that offered like alternative fashion, Lolita fashion. We visited like all the shops there. I didn't really buy anything, but I did have like cute kind of like encounter with the baby salesperson. I had my pink usakumiya with me, and like there was this kind of like a box or display box full of pink usakumiyas, and I was just kind of like using the usakumiya to kind of like wave at the other usakumiyas, and then like the salesperson came and she took one of the usakumiyas from the box, and like we were kind of like playing with the usakumiyas, like oh tomodachi and like konnichiwa hisiburi or something like that, and o genki desu ka or something like that, going just like I don't know, just having fun and everything. And then we just waved goodbye like mata ne or something. I don't remember what I said, but still it was like really wholesome experience, I feel like. I did buy the cat hoodie that I have posted on one of my Instagram posts from Mr. Corset. They had a lot of like I feel like classic or gothic style things there, so it wasn't perfectly my style, but the cat hoodie was really cute, so I wanted to get it. So my husband bought it for me as a gift, and I'm really like, thank you. It was really nice of him to buy it for me. I did try on a lot of like waist kind of like corsets there, but they were kind of like the colors were not exactly my things, so I didn't get those. But still, like I talked with the salesperson, like the shop girl, a lot, and like and yeah, like overall fun experience. And then like, well, Akihabara, I didn't really spend that much time there. We were just walking around and visiting some stores, but nothing much happened there. But we went to the Nippori Fabric Town, and that was an experience. Like Nippori Fabric Town, if you're into like sewing and crafting, that's the place for you. I really recommend going there because there's a lot of like lace and fabrics and like, yeah, I mean like not necessarily crafting stuff, but it's fabrics and like sewing accessories or materials, buttons and lace and like haberdashery, I guess. But I went there while wearing Lolita fashion, and I went to this one store and I was going through like ribbons and everything, and somebody, or like I was just like deep in my thoughts, and I suddenly felt like somebody pulling off like my hair. I had my hair like braided, and like somebody was pulling my other braid, and I was like, oh, what is happening? And then I turned and I startled two grandmas. Like they were like, oh, because I mean, like they told me, they said it in Japanese, that they thought that I was a mannequin. And I don't know, like I didn't really like stay in place for that long. I was just like looking at the ribbons and everything, and then like during that time somebody thought that I was mannequin and then came and pulled my hair. I don't know, they apologized of course, and I was like, yeah, daijoubu and such, but it was like really interesting experience, like that has never happened to me before. And the other thing that happened at the same store was that I was just like going through the store, and then it was pretty full, and I had like my dress and everything, so I was quite like I was taking space quite a lot, and then like I had to stop and wait, kind of like that the like bunch of people to kind of move forward, and there was this like young man just looking something, and then like he turned to look at me, and he was just like let out this, like, I don't know, startled noise, like ah or something, and then he just like ran away. I was like, what? Like, what is going on? And I don't know, maybe he also thought that I was a mannequin and got startled that I was moving or something. I don't know what was going on, but like, okay. That was really interesting store, like interesting experiences. Otherwise, I think the visit to Fabric Town was really pleasant and nice. We did go to this like one cafe at the end of the street. It was run by like this old couple, and we had really nice conversation with the couple, and like they said that I looked like a doll and everything and such. And they also gave me like this little charm because the New Year's had gone by just about then, and like it was the year of the rabbit, or like now is the year of the rabbit, so they gave me like a little rabbit charm to take home with me, and like I thought that it was really nice. Yeah, I think that's the experiences Lolita wise during my exchange. A lot of happened, and I'm really grateful for everybody who commented on my outfits, or like, I don't know, hang out with me and just were there to kind of create memories and everything. So yeah, that was really amazing experience, and next time when I go abroad, of course I will take Lolita fashion with me, because wearing Lolita abroad was really nice experience. It kind of made it more special for me, at least. So yeah, I definitely, when we're going to Montreal this summer, I'm going to take some Lolita fashion or Lolita dresses with me to wear there. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you next time. Bye!